What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Josh Helm here, Texas Best Construction. I'm out in Allen, Texas today, and I'm checking in on a project. This is a shell-only barndominium that we're building in Allen, Texas. You guys remember the Hilltop Barndominium? Yeah, this is a recreation of that. We've got the plans available at bestbarndoplans.com. I'll do a quick little walkthrough for you, show you this all over again. It's got a huge wraparound porch. It's, I believe, a 30 by 60, so 1,800 square feet under roof, plus porches. And we went up with it on from the living quarter. So there's, I want to say about 1,650 square feet or 1,550 square feet, somewhere in that range. Total of living space, 900 square feet on the downstairs, an additional 650 upstairs. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get it going. Who doesn't love a wraparound porch? Pretty slick. Now this one is not technically the front part of the design because our garage doors are actually around the other side. So this is sort of the back side. A couple things we did differently, which I'll show you that here in a minute. But this door right here is off the master bedroom. And then this flows around. We've got some beautiful Anderson windows. These are casement windows, so they open completely, giving you a picture frame with black on black. A really nice design, really nice window, and gives you egress as well. This is going to be a huge wraparound porch, basically 10 foot out all the way around this 30 by 30 living quarters. So a lot to be desired about this amount of porch space. We're going to be doing some things that we did similarly on the Hilltop Barndo several years back. One thing I want to note, the way that we built this, so we did all the living square footage framing, and then we came back and put these porches in, giving us continuity for the zip system. You can see we have full zip system behind this whole area. If you were to have rain or something like that, get behind that flashing, it can come down the wall. So that's an important thing. We did have a window break, so we have one window that we'll be waiting on. You can see the contemporary style doors that we used over on the other build. They're doing the exact same thing, and we're going to have similarity in stone selections as well. So let's go in here, walk through the window. Here's the layout. You guys, I don't know if you remember this build, and I'm going to share with you a couple things that are different here. So one thing right off the bat is we don't have the glue-lam beams that we put in this area on the other build. We just have the open web trusses. The reason why, that's a little bit different design. Now we did it over there for making it feel like a raised ceiling. Here the client wanted to do these open web joists because it gives them the flexibility to run air conditioning and all the stuff inside the ceiling. So that was more important to them than it was the design feature, although the other looks so good. But that's something that's a little bit different about this build. This is the kitchen here on this side. You'll have your cooktop, your walk-in pantry. If you guys remember the other build, that did not actually end up happening. We switched that out for cabinets because they wanted to have a coffee maker, then a farm-style sink, refrigerator cabinet, and an island that's going to go right here. It is compact, but it's still a really nice kitchen for this kind of space. Like I said, this is a 30 by 30 footprint, so your living room's over here. Now in the Hilltop build, we did a lot of shiplap on the walls. I don't know what their finishes are going to be because this is a shell only. So, but you guys might remember I put brick on this wall in the back. We did have the Cooper and Hunter mini splits throughout on our build. So we had head here and some other things, but with having all of this flexibility, you could actually design this system a little bit different. Maybe even go to some slim ducts for the main areas. Now this is our master bedroom, a really sizable master bedroom. Lots of beautiful casement windows, and you have a door that goes here off the back. So we've got the walk-in bathroom there, as well as this walk-in closet. Now for the Hilltop Barndo, you guys, I don't know if you remember, but we did built-in cabinets. Have a laundry room there at the end. And here's the bathroom. So there'll be a dual sink vanity. It's pretty long, so you have, we had the chance, we put some cabinets, like a vertical cabinet before we put the dual sink vanities over there. And then we did some special things. Actually, we ended up building a double wall here so they could have it be a little bit thicker for some cabinet space that they put in there for their laundry to go in that other room. And then a big walk-in shower here. So let's take you guys upstairs. I got to tell you, it's pretty interesting to come back through this build and to see it back in this stage once we already did the other one. But that's kind of one of the advantages when you get to rebuild something again. It's like you could make some adjustments. What we were able to do, we actually raised the eave height up, because on the original build, once we started building upstairs, we realized we had limited space. So I'm going to show you that as well. But this is an 1,800 square foot shop with 900 square foot over there. So overall, it's 90 by 30, giving you 2,700 square feet under roof on the main house. I might have told you all that wrong a while ago. But this is an 1,800 square foot shop, 60 by 30 right here. So this is a good space. It's a little bit taller. So, and we've got a shop restroom. Now, before we go upstairs, I want to point something else out to you down here. So this is something that got added on. This is like going to be a mechanical room. What is that for? This is actually going to be where they house, and it's going to go to about this point. They're going to put the solar stuff is going to go into this space. So there's going to be a lot of solar equipment, guys. I mean, they have, again, this is going to be 100% off grid. They're going to have 3-phase power, 100% off grid. So it's all going over here. And then we have a shop restroom that goes here. Let's go upstairs. Now, we did a fancy railing for the Hilltop. It was all some really crazy, beautiful finished railing. And they ended up turning their shop into like a finished living area with a bunch of wood accents all across the rooftop and all the way, and some really nice garage doors. So theirs will be probably not to quite that degree, but we are going to do, I was just meeting with the client, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to line these purlins with and the top so that he can be ready to cover this with any type of material that he'd like. So this is kind of our storage area upstairs, attic space. And this is where it got a little bit cramped for us on this design the last time. So I want to show you that. This is a lot more height. You can't really see me, but this is over 6 foot tall. Probably about almost 7 foot here on this side. And then because this is, I believe, a 512 or more, it's dropping pretty fast, maybe 612 pitch. So it drops pretty fast. But you still got about 4 foot here on this side, giving you a lot of room to set up your HVAC as well and give you plenty of headroom coming through here. So I'll show you another area. This is the living area up here. This will be enclosed. There's more storage. Look at all the storage, 30 foot of storage right there. Of course, all this gets the subfloor. And then in this area, this is the bathroom. This is where you can really see some of the benefits of adding that extra foot, because in that other bathroom, it was pretty low here. But here we're over 7 foot. So it gives us a lot more headspace. And one other thing I should say that's different on the other build is I had to build a fur down that went across because for air conditioning to pass over into this other area. Now, the main reason I had to do that was because we had the glulam beams down there over the kitchen space, so we couldn't get passageway through there for air conditioning. But our clients actually on the original build wanted to air condition this space, so that's why we ran a duct across. Yeah, that just shows you what you can do with some of this space. This is about 650 square foot of additional living area. So we did like some cabinets with a little kitchenette over there. They do have a closet that got worked into this design. This is one thing, because the ceilings were so low on the first time we built this, didn't really lend us an opportunity to build this. But as you can see, they're gonna have some great usable storage going to a 15-foot eave. It's getting pretty hot out here, guys, on these little walkthrough tours. Primarily there's no insulation, so we're getting a lot of conduction. It's like a convection oven up there is what it is. So this is going to be a really nice build. You guys are going to follow along. We'll do a full tour of this shell only, although this kind of shows you a little bit of the layout, but all the exterior is not finished. So once all this is done, it'll have an even better presentation. We'll show you guys this one. This is our Allen Barndominium, Allen, Texas, guys, working out here. There's a lot more to come on this channel. Appreciate you guys following along. Check this one out. If you're interested in this plan, go to bestbarndoplans.com. If you haven't already followed us or subscribed to us on YouTube, please do that now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching Texas Best.